Even though he has not always been protected, he's always been a protector.
Broken people saw that signal and done what they thought they needed to do to the request that I was making, and they just chose improperly.
He never told me nothing. I knew nothing about it.
I feel like everyone in my family, in some form or way, has been fondled or molested or raped in some form or fashion.
I couldn't understand how God was in me because I was that.
Larry was tolerated versus celebrated.
There's a wrong way and right way to do everything, and Larry always seemed to choose the wrong way.
Yes, I was drugged and raped. That happened when I was 17 years old. Misfits have an ability to stick out. But if the misfit accept that they absolutely cannot fit in, then they become someone with an X factor.
Multimedia personality, comedic commentator, songwriter, recording artist, spiritual leader, author, and actor. Larry D. Reid is the founder of the MBN Network, owner of LDR Enterprises based out of Atlanta, Georgia, and the spiritual leader of the Reformation Church of Atlanta. You can catch Larry Reid on the BET Plus original series Kingdom Business and on American Gangsta Trap Queens. Streaming online at BET.plus. Church Critic by Dr. Larry D. Reid. An examination of the Larry Reid Live show perspective. Purchase a copy today by logging on to LarryReidLive.com. That's LarryReidLive.com. Looking for a vibrant community where faith meets empowerment? Welcome to the LRL community on Patreon. Here you'll gain access to our financial wellness plan to level up your money game and build your immune system, health and wellness lifestyle plan to keep your health in check. But that's not all. With the groundbreaking AIR project, we're creating jobs in Africa beginning in Ghana. Plus, you'll unlock insider tips from senior executives across industries. And the best part? Be part of daily prayers, weekly coaching sessions with Dr. Larry Reid himself, and so much more. It's time to connect, grow, and thrive. Get the apps, grab the merch, and join us at patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Let's build something amazing together. The LRL community is waiting for you. Look.
A lie has been told to you, and you have believed it.
It still has such an intensity, and the energy and the vibration in that place, you can feel it once you arrive.
At that moment, they allowed me to release my emotion.
Columbus never set a foot on any American soil before he died.
The lie is being exposed.
This is for real. They took our strong and able people, but they could never take all Africans away. And today, we have returned in peace.
Stay connected to Larry Reid Live. Take a moment and like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube page, and hit the bell. Text LRL to 404-999-7527. That's the words LRL to 404-999-7527. And get notified when we go live. Become a member of Patreon. Log on to patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Sign up, then download the Patreon app and turn on your notifications. Get connected today.
We're about to have a conversation.
All right, welcome to the Larry Live Show. My name is Larry D. Reid, and I am the host of the Larry Live Show, your favorite digital entertainment news and talk show that is out here on the social media streets. I want you to take a moment right now and let everybody know that we are on, and we are about to have the conversation absolutely. So this conversation that we're going to be having is going to be, for lack of better words, sensitive to the blacks, browns, and whites that will be listening to me define what whiteness is and what blackness is. I want you to listen to me. I want you to ask yourself questions. And if you need to ask me a question, put it down in the chat, and I will attempt to answer your question at the end of this conversation. The conversation is going to start with me talking about whiteness, and simply because of the climate that we are in, I think that this conversation may possibly trigger up some stuff for some of you, because I know many of you have had a lot of different experiences with racism here in this country, and all of us have been affected by racism that is a system that whiteness depends upon. Whiteness, Christianity, politics in this country all need and require racism. And we have all felt it in one way or another. So this conversation is going to be a little bit sensitive is the proper word. I want you to prepare your heart and your mind for it. You're going to hear me talk about whiteness and blackness in a way you haven't heard anyone else discuss it. Maybe a few of our writers, if you got some old books from many years ago, some of them I've read. But most of what I'm going to be sharing with you is what I have came to the knowledge of doing this work and living, coming out of North Carolina. I was there for, how many years? About 40 years, I think it was, almost 40 years. And now I live in Atlanta, Georgia. And moving here to Atlanta, Georgia, it just totally changed my mind, how I think, how I view, how I look at everything, and my black skin. It made me begin to honor and love my black skin in a deeper way than what I did when I was in North Carolina, which is basically the white man's state. It is. So I'm going to have this conversation, and I just really want you guys to hone in. I want you to learn my lens as it relates to whiteness, learn my lens as it relates to blackness, not because it's Larry Live and I'm so great and wonderful, but these are things that I have sat with, that I've read surrounding and concerning, and then I came to some conclusions about what was what. And I think that if we all understand what whiteness is as black-skinned people, it will change how we show up in our spaces and places and how we engage even with our brothers and sisters of all different hues. And the last thing that I'm going to do is define what blackness is. And I'm putting that second because for me, it is the most important. For every black-skinned person to leave this conversation being very clear about the skin that you are in, about the melanin that you have, this gift that is like gold, that is still yet being copied. They are attempting to try to create it, but it is amazingly given by God to us in an abundance more than any other group of people on the face of the earth. So are you ready for that conversation? If you're ready for the conversation, put it down there in the chat and tell me I am ready, and I'm ready right now. I also want you to put in the chat the city, the state, or the country that you're watching us from. And I need your help in getting our numbers up, because conversations like this, people just aren't that interested. They're much more interested in the reaction that somebody has had concerning racism, the fight that somebody got in concerning racism. They're into the salacious aspect of things, but we're going to have a more elevated conversation. Still probably going to be funny here and there and everywhere because it's the way that I'm shaped up. I need everyone that is in my private community. If you are a patron, a Celestial Circle member, a member of the Reformation Church of Atlanta, I really am calling your ears to me so that you can hear this that you've heard before in a new way with a fresh set of ears. And you've just walked through some experiences over the last 2 weeks with the news that we've been inundated with concerning lynchings and concerning shootings, political assassinations, and all of the rhetoric that we've heard surrounding it from blacks, browns, whites, male, female, trans, gay, bi, everybody. So we are going to have this conversation with all of that in our minds so that we can begin to decipher and decode. Because you do know here in America, we are under a spell. We've been shopped stuff that ain't real. We're eating food that's not really food, made in the lab. They're not even telling us. Some of us are able to tell just by eating, especially when you travel outside the country and taste certain fruits. You know what's real. And then you come back here in America to all these chemicals and these synthetic things we're putting in our body. And we also are being told things through our talking heads, through our main media outlet. Our current president that I call Presbutainer, President, Businessman, Entertainer, Presbutainer, told us it's fake news or alternative facts. And that is exactly what it is. It was that before he said it, and it is that even right now. They are trying to shape our consciousness, our conviction. They are trying to shop to us another version of Christianity. So they're trying to make us a different type of Christian. They're trying to change our view of the Bible to this stuff that is skewed and twisted and reshaped and diluted. If you have your own personal prayer life and meditation life, and you have the wherewithal to give yourself the data collection and research, you ain't gonna be fooled. But if you're not doing this, you're going to be tricked. You're going to be fooled by the cloud that's in your own head that's created, constructed, and concocted by what you're eating, drinking, and consuming. And you're also going to be fooled by the smoke and mirrors that is in our media and is before our eyes. Even those of you that are watching me on your phone, that phone right there has been leading you astray. But if you're praying, if you're meditating, if you're data collecting, if you're researching, are you in counseling? Are you in therapy? All of these things make you clear enough to discern, to decode, and to see. All right. So you already tell that this is going to be a sort of heavy conversation, but don't let your dome piece check out and you ain't listening to what the hell I'm saying, because what I'm saying is important. You see that? I put that extra on it. It's important. You see. So that's more. That's the next level of important. Important. And that is what this is. And I want you all to be involved in this conversation. And that begins with Nancy on the other side of that camera. I ain't gonna say the other person's name, but there's my daughter is on the other end. I want y'all to be listening so you can go out and then tell people, because folk don't even know. They don't even know. They ain't clear. I want to shout out the official Thais report. What's up, my content creating brother? I see Cerise Richardson. Hey there. That's one of the Celestial Circles. I see Lashika Turman. That's a Celestial Circle member I see. And I see some members of the Larry Reid Live platform, which is great. I said last week, this time I'm coming over there, but I've been working a lot. Out the blue today, they hit me up asking me to do a scene with them preachers that I told y'all about on Merge Network TV. And so I had to go over there and give them a little bit of spice, because, it's always good to have a little sprinkling of Larry Live in your show and in whatever you producing. And shout out to Dr. Holly Carter for the quick last minute invite. And I still didn't get my check. You told me to grab it before I left. But you can nicely send it right to me. Somebody need to tag and say, Larry said where his darn money at. I almost said the other word. Send that to me quickly, fast and in a hurry, so I don't have to do any cussings. All right? What's up, actor Dread Carpenter? What up, Akeem Evans? You say you in the D, so you in Detroit. You know, I found out today that Detroit is like the country. Everybody there is countrified. And it makes sense to me now because I couldn't figure out why in the whole hell in the heaven the Clark sisters be wearing what they be wearing. But now I understand because Detroit has its own fashion. Y'all take cheap, high-end, and y'all merge this stuff together. Then you might call somebody to make this and make that, and all that goes together. And a lot of times y'all in Detroit, y'all just look real crazy. I'm just going to say what it is. You be looking crazy. But then the other side of Detroit, they got a lot of swag, and these people are a little different. But there's a lot of, it's like the country in the north. Because Detroit is up there to the top, ain't it, somewhere? What's that in? Detroit, Michigan. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all don't be dressing right. Y'all don't be dressing right in Detroit. Y'all meshed up together. And the Clark sisters look raggedy for years, put together. Like they took a piece of cloth over here and put it together, and that's all together, and they're smiling on top of mess. But thanks be to God that now the Clark sisters look amazing. And I must pop my collar because the only reason Twinkie hair looked right is because when I was with Denise on this show, I talked about how they weren't doing her hair right. Now every time we see Twinkie, her hair is right. Twinkie looking better and better the older she get. And shout out to her because next month she's going to be doing a live recording. That is so exciting, and I wish I could be here, but I'm going to be overseas. But if anybody can go and go on over there and enjoy yourself, because I don't even care about Twinkie voice fading sometimes. It don't even matter. It's Twinkie. And when she have them moments when that voice come through 100%, I went to the reunion concert. I know I'm off topic. This is my show. You don't like it, click off. I went to the reunion show, and Twinkie, her voice came through. She said, I can't do it. I'm a horse myself. Man, the crowd went crazy. Twink, twink, twink. Mr. Clean said, don't you hit that note. You hit that note, Twinkie, but you better not hit that note, Twinkie. You hit that note, I'm up. And went to faking. God rest his soul. Mr. Clean done went on with the Lord, ain't he? Okay. Mr. Clean around heaven, cleaning up things. All right. If y'all believe in that. All right. I need for y'all to hit like. I need for you to hit like. What the hell is y'all doing? I need everybody to hit like, and I need everybody to share because the devil's busy. You know, we like to blame him for stuff, but he ain't got no power. But we like to blame him for stuff. So I really need for you guys to hit like right during now. Don't make me cuss. All right, because my mama might be watching. You got to put a little country on it when you call Twinkie name. When she's doing it, it's Twinkie. Twinkie! Twinkie! Somebody said, can you turn up the lighting in the studio? Turn up your lighting in your studio. How about that? This is a night show look from now on. Y'all didn't never call Arsenio Hall, and who else had a night show look? Them white folk, the boy that Jimmy Kimmel just got off, and that other man, y'all say nothing about that. Turn up the lights, please. You think because a black man sitting here, you think you can tell me what to do, and I say, yes, sir, master. The devil is a lie. This is my studio built by me, God, and all of the partners and the members of the Reformation Church of Atlanta. The Celestial Circle got the blue ranks. They'll tell you that their tithe and offerings what did all this. You, ma'am, sir, cannot tell me what the hell I'm supposed to do. This is my John Brown studio. You don't like it? Click off. Turn your lights up or whatever the hell you need to do. But this is the look. We're going like the Arsenio Hall. You see. Y'all remember him? They took him off air. But he was good. That was, I don't know if that might be, am I aging myself by saying Arsenio Hall? I think I am. Zara, you know who Arsenio Hall is? Yeah, see, I'm aging myself. All right, take the T out. How you say it? Arsenio. Okay. All right. Hush. Thank you. All right. So we're about to get started. Thank you, Ty. Share, subscribe, and like. Come on, y'all. Come on. Hit the like, hit the share before I start telling the stuff that the white people don't want me to tell y'all. Go ahead and hit like and hit share. Because this need to go everywhere because the craziness is everywhere. So I want to try to come through some of that craziness with some clarity. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. Okay, no T. Arsenio. Got it. Arsenio, excuse me. Arsenio Hall. Arsenio Hall. I ain't had no gummy, so what is this? Ain't even had no gummy. Ain't had nothing but some spaghetti. That spaghetti was so That spaghetti was so good. Thank you for all of you saying you are loving the studio. To the raggedy person that was in here that said that I needed to turn my lights up, I hope you have already booked your ticket and on your way to hell. All right? And y'all know I mess up names and words. Just let me be. Let me be. It sounds better. Arsenio. That sounds really nice than Arsenio. All right, anyway. So we're about to get ready. Right, it's my natural high. It is not no gummy. It's no gummy. Now, I'm giving y'all time to hit like. I got about 2 more minutes of jokes in me before I get with this, but I need for y'all to go ahead and hit like. What's wrong with your thumbs? Y'all thumbs don't work. Y'all thumbs don't work. I need for you to use your thumb on your phone and hit like. Come out the show if you need to, then go back in there in YouTube and find my channel and then hit like. Same thing on Facebook. I need everybody to hit like. You do not hit like. One more person hit like on Facebook. What is going on? What's up, Brandon Milan said you look good and so did the studio. Thank you so very much. But I hope you're not making your husband mad by saying that I look good, because I know how the LGBTQAI plus LMNOP community is in their relationship, so much jealousy and such a day. Ain't nothing wrong with you saying I look good, so tell your husband to be secure. You don't want me, and I certainly don't want you. But I love you. Brandon, what is that? Well, thank you for the compliment so much. And Brandon telling y'all to hit love. Brandon can dress you. If you come in there looking dingy, raggedy, and dirty, Brandon will take you in a closet and with $25 make you come out of there looking runway ready. Once you're in the House of Milan, right? I don't know if y'all know about those houses and things of that nature. If you watch Pose, which I never did, you should know about it. My daughter Sam, if you know about it. So he's the House of Milan, and you are an icon, right? Or you're legendary. I think you're an icon. You're an icon. So you go, legendary is like really big, but then icon is like you're it. And Milan is an icon. Thank you so much, Sam. Say you love the new studio. Thank you. He said, Milan, darling. You talk about fun. Oh, but you know, somebody sent me a picture of me and you at Bernard's birthday party moons ago, because I was hanging on. No, you were hanging on me like this, and we were doing a pose. And that's about, oh, so this is who your boyfriend really is. I just got that 2 days ago. I don't have a boyfriend. Don't nobody want me. I don't have no girlfriend. I don't have nothing. I'm playing. That's a lie. Y'all, there's a whole line of people that I'm just rejecting people every single day, because I don't know if you after my money. I don't know if you're trying to get close to me to get the candle. I don't know if you're trying to get close to me to get the shamaka. I don't know if you're I don't know what you want. You just want to be able to tell somebody, I done had a piece of here. I done had that rod of God with a gold tip he always talking about. No, I don't know. So I don't let nobody close. I got new boundaries, high fences. You ain't gonna get over this thing no more. It's just not gonna happen. All right, so by this time, thank you, Jesus. I told 20 more people to hit like. Facebook, can you hit like? We're 24 minutes into the show and I ain't even started talking about the stuff that I need to be talking about. Please hit the like right now, please. Please. If you do not hit the like, your throat is gonna itch and your breath gonna stink. And some of y'all don't need that because your mouth already musty. So I really need for you guys, to just go ahead and hit like, so your halitosis won't be just all everywhere. Okay, so go ahead. It's all right. I mean, production keep walking out laughing. No, you could keep your laugh. Come on, laugh. You laugh again. You know why you laughing? Because you met folk who mouth musty. Need deodorant in your mouth. Deodorize. Your mouth is musty. Musty mouth. They plenty of them, I'm telling you. There ain't nothing more stinking than somebody's breath at the altar in a black church. That is the most stinkingest breath on the face of the earth. Oh my God. So many times, I'm an auto worker. So when I go to the altar, laying hands and stuff, and then I lay hands, and that's why I don't be telling people to say, shout hallelujah. I done did that before. And one time I done that, my nose picked up, ran to the back of my head and said, I'm not smelling none of this. I promise you. So I am in no wise working the altar and telling somebody to shout hallelujah. No, keep your praise to yourself. Let me do what I came here to do so my nose is safe and you don't tear my stomach up. Okay? All right. So ow! Oh, Jesus. I've been sitting here doing jokes for how long? Have y'all hit the like yet? Hit the like. I'm almost ready to do the show. I've been sitting here giving y'all stand-up comedy. My phone ought to be going off with offerings or something. Hell. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, we need 23 more likes on Facebook before we can move ahead on. And on YouTube, we need to be at 200 likes. Are we at 200 likes on YouTube? How far are we from 200 likes on YouTube? Okay, I need for somebody to find out. Put it in the chat. And y'all need to go ahead and do that. I guess I can keep on doing jokes. Well, today I went to go do a recording. I'm not starting this until y'all get your mess together. So tell your brothers and sisters to do what you're supposed to do. I went to the thing with all the preachers. And I must say that this group of preachers that Merge TV Network is recording with, I really like every last, there's not one of them I don't like. And I heard some of you talk about you didn't like this one, you didn't like that one, you didn't like this one. Well, hell, don't nobody like you either. But these people, I really like them. And let me tell you who might be showing up as one of my favorite. I'm going to say all of my favorite, but my favorite of the favorite. I think it's Bishop Phelps. I'm going to tell you why. Because I was able to talk to him off camera today. And we are in the exact, now we don't believe the same stuff. We believe Jesus. But outside of that, we won't believe the same stuff. But when I tell you, when it comes to values, when it comes to how you show up in a friendship, in an exchange, we are so much alike. And how we view the world, how we view pastoring, how we view doing the spiritual work. That man is so serious about what he does. And I really, really have grown. I got something in my heart towards that man. We're in the same place too. He's been betrayed. I mean, the level of betrayal is likened to my level of betrayal. And so I enjoyed the conversation with him. It was an amazing conversation. I think I like him. Now, Holly don't know what the hell she's doing. I mean, I love her. Oh, Lord Jesus, Larry, you can't say everything. She knows movies, she knows TV, but she don't know social media. She don't. She need to listen to me so I can tell her how to do what she got to do, because she's going to be over there struggling with views and likes if you don't do what the hell I said. You got to have a little piece of drama. Everybody can't be enjoying each other. We need somebody to not like each other. We need somebody everybody can't be saying the same thing. And she, oh, Jesus, every time I said peen or I said fruit, I'm like, dude, you asked me to come. What you want me to do? You want me to be somebody else? You know, sit over there and record everything that I do and put it on your YouTube so that you can get more likes and views. You know TV movies, you do not know social media. Listen to me. Yeah, so hopefully she listened to me. But I absolutely love her. God bless her. God bless her. And bless the whole show over there. The only episode that's going to be good is the one that I was in. All right. Are we ready yet? Are we at our numbers? Do we need 4 more people on Facebook to hit like before I get into what I'm supposed to do? 4 more people. Do what you're supposed to do, so we go head on now. All right, what I'm going to do next? What else did I do today? I went there and did that. Oh, I was so hungry. So I stopped, because I have to do different. When I seen all Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, Burger King, Waffle House, everything on the way there. But y'all know I'm not going to no Burger King, because Burger King, my lung almost came out in that toilet last time I ate Burger King. So I would never eat Burger King again, because that is not cow meat. It's kangaroo, puppy, something. It's not cow meat. So when I looked at all them signs and I seen Publix, I said, can you drop us off to the Publix? So me and Nathan went into the Publix. We got bananas, we got plums, we got grapes. I think I got me 2 bananas. But anyway, we got that and I ate that. I got me some trail mix with a little raisin, chocolate, and the peanut. That salty, sweet combination of just a handful of trail mix, I just reached and just put it on my mouth. It was amazing. It was great. However, I should have remembered about peanuts, because my system don't always do proper with peanuts. They like to try to come out. I don't know what that is. Almost like corn. Sometimes my body I'm not processing this shit. so that when I go to the toilet, it all come out, all the vegetables. Well, anyway, but I went to Publix, got my banana, and I got trail mix, and I also got in the trail mix was some raisins, and I got plums. I got 2 different kind of plums, but they were made in the lab, so I threw them in the trash after I took one bite. I said, this ain't real. But it was great. But those of you who got several necks, several stomachs, you need to embrace what I'm saying. Versus you stopping at the fast food, go to the Publix, go to the Kroger, go to the Food Line, Wendy's, or whatever it is, the QT. The gas station usually have a little basket of bananas and also oranges. So you need to start moving like that. Then you can get rid of some stomachs. You get rid of some chins. You get rid of some necks. You won't be so wide back. So you just got to start doing things differently. Just be healthy. And I ain't saying skinny is healthy, but fat around the waist is going to send you to an early grave. And you just can't be big around the waist. Every time you eat, you swell up in the front and get bong belly like them folk on the TV. No, you don't need to do that. So make sure you be careful. All right, we're at 100 on Facebook. Well, my sister talking about, oh God, Larry. I just talked about you a few minutes ago. The show that, the little trailer we do that come on. Larry said, there's a right way. Nell said, there's a right way and there's a wrong way. Larry always chose the wrong way. That's according to you. She said, it won't funny because it ain't the truth. I did it my way that y'all called wrong. It won't wrong. And the right way was y'all way y'all wanted me to do it, and that ain't where the Lord gave it to me. So I did it my way. And I'm glad I did it my way. Hence, I'm sitting here and I'm doing this because I decided to follow the spirit that was talking in my ear. I'm just playing there. I know you ain't mean that by that, but it just went with the content. Cause I'm just filibustering, waiting for everybody to do what the hell I said. How many likes is on YouTube? Can somebody tell me how many likes is on YouTube? Please, and let me know. You were just about to eat chips. Now I got to go eat a piece of fruit. And you should. Get the chips out your house. There ain't no chips in my house. Every once in a while, there's chips in my house. Got my little bag, put it in there, get me some chicken salad, and I take that sweet chili Dorito and drag it through that chicken salad with the onions in it, and do a little thing. Then I go throw it down the trash chute. Yeah. This is the things that I do to stay beside y'all. It's not easy. I am a fat person in my spirit. I am just very cautious. I eat what I like to eat. I don't try not to eat the whole thing. If I'm going to drink soda, I try not to drink the whole thing. I was wondering where the last 6 pounds came from. It's been soda. Because Kendall be putting all this ice in it. So when they put the soda in there with the ice, I drink all the soda so I can eat the ice. So what I got to do now, you got to start bringing it to me in the Sprite can. Then that way I'm just going to sip that and then I drink my ice water. That's where the last 6 pounds came from. I just came to my mind a few minutes ago. But y'all got to do what I did. No chips, no ice cream. You remember August 2015, I took y'all to my kitchen and I showed all my business. That whole middle counter was filled up with so much ice cream. I didn't even know it was in my house. Who put it in there? I don't know. but my mouth was attempting to eat through it all. So I threw it all out. And as a result, now I have a chest and not a mest. M-E-S-T versus C-H-E-S-T. A mest is what a man has moobs, moobies, mitties. That's a mest chest. You see, what you doing with titties? You a whole nigga. You ain't got no business with breastises. Come on now. No. All right, what we at on YouTube? It has been 36 minutes. I might can do stand-up because I got so much more. Only thing I got to do is just go through my day and just talk and just talk. All right, but that's not what I come here for. Are y'all ready? Speaking of ice cream, there was some I found the other day, graham cracker ice cream. Latray, I may get it. When we doing thing tomorrow, we got to do another show tomorrow, just for you to taste a spoonful. You can't? You lactose? You are. I'm so glad I ain't. And I'm the only one out of my siblings that's not. Nell, you lactose, ain't you? Let me tell you, I'm going to find it. It's 679 people on YouTube, only one like, is what somebody said. That can't be true. If y'all don't hit like on that YouTuberation, Nell lactose. Yeah, all my siblings are lactose. And I think I'm the only one that hasn't had a bout with diabetes. But see, I went 10 years, no red meat, and during that time I didn't drink sodas or juices, only water. Y'all, it's all in the diet, and America's killing us. It is absolutely killing us. And this to take us into our conversation about whiteness. Are y'all ready now? If you're ready, say, I am ready. Hallelujah. Let me see. Larry, you know you can make your own hemp milk and fruit sea moss gel. Not Larry. Somebody else around me got to, because Larry don't do no cooking. That's one thing I ain't pick up. I can't cook. I can make a nice salad. I can do my mama's shoe bread, and I can do my mama's cream cheese strawberry pie. Everything else I'm going to tear it up. Yeah. Okay, y'all ready? You can't see the lights, CJ? Really? You see what they're doing? They probably going to start banning me anyway when they see topics like this. Because y'all know Trump and them know who I was because they invited me to that thing they had for the, I forgot what the proper name of it, but, and I said no. The second time I said hell no. And so they already know who I am. So I'm already got certain things in place in case ICE try to come get me and see me when I'm coming in or out of the country. Because if you Google my name, you're going to see something I done said that probably ain't right. But I'm all right with that. If I get in trouble for telling the truth, it's just how it is. I'm not telling y'all to go do that. I got the grace for it. I can do a little time in jail. I done did it before. So I can do a little time in jail if I need to. My lawyers will get me out. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. I can do that. Or I just go to Dubai or to Ghana where they can't get hold of me. Just get gone where they can't. Find out somebody to try to get me, I just get the hell out of here. All right. You said none of y'all can see it? See, look at that. Then what that mean? They are hiding me. A shame and a scandal. Oh, my God. Yeah, you say, oh, no, Larry, not you too. Most black men, I'm going to say 1 out of 20 black men, you count 20, one of them going to have spent some time in jail. Larry is one of those people. I have been in jail. I will never forget it. And I had hair then. Now, let the record show I can grow every piece of my dome piece. Every piece. So this was years ago when I was wearing hair. And I went down to Elizabeth City. We were supposed to have been going to a studio session down there. I went down there, and I was on my way back home. I didn't know. I hadn't been married but probably like 5 years, maybe 3 years. I didn't even know that my mom and them had been getting emails about my license. So I didn't know my license was totally revoked, gone. So I ain't had no license. So I'm going down the road, just driving down the road. And I said, I'm looking for my okay. And this is the middle of nowhere. Elizabeth City, come from Goldsboro, North Carolina. Ain't nothing back then, wasn't up but trees on both sides for about the whole way. And he said, sir, let me bring your license down. You're going too fast. I said, okay, I get a ticket. I had plenty of those before. He came back and he said, you don't have no license. I said, you said what? So you said what? You don't have no license. Can you step out the car? I said, wait a minute, now this is getting serious. I thought I was going to get a ticket like all the rest of the time. And this man said, step out of the car. I stepped out of the car. He said, can you go with me back to my car? I said, okay. It's a black man. He was very nice because he should have put the things on me and everything. So I went back there and he said, oh, you ain't got to get in the back, you get in the front seat. I said, oh, okay. So I'm thinking, oh, there's something he just got to look up. He said, well, I'm going to have to take you back to Elizabeth City because you're going to have to be locked up. At that moment, my heart went to my big toe. I said, what in the world is about to happen? Got there to the place, signed in. They said, anybody you're going to call or something like that? And I tried to call somebody. I can't remember who I got. My mind was just gone. I was me and God. Oh, I was cussing. I said, now, I pray. I seek your face. This is not something I should be going through. And you didn't even tell me I was going to go through this. Because me and God got this covenant. Something coming down up the pipes. He got to tell me, or I'm going to be everything. This is what I said back then. I'm going to be everything I am for you, for the devil. So something come on me and you ain't tell me, we got a whole problem. Because I'm out. You don't keep your end of the deal, I ain't keeping mine. So I was done. Shamako in the chat, ain't he? He'll tell you what I said. I said, I ain't preaching no more. When I got in there and got locked up, because when I went in there and got locked up, Trey, they told me to take off my clothes. I got butt naked and put me in an orange suit. I ain't never wore orange before. Put orange and had inmate across the back. Not my name, inmate. That was my new name. And so I don't even know what I had up under my orange thing. It's the grace of God I had on drawers, because I didn't wear drawers for the whole first part of my life. And so I went, maybe I didn't have one, I don't remember. But anyway, they gave me a big old thing and put a rolled up mat, a little piece of cover about this long. I'm 6'2". About this long for the cover, just for my feet. Toothbrush and something that so you're going to make it. When I walked through, want to hit a button, the thing came through. And they said, step forward. I stepped forward. I said, this is a movement. I can't believe none of this is happening. Then they said, all right. And they opened the next thing open. It looked like nothing but ants. There were black folk everywhere. It was 2-story. I looked up. And they said, you got to go to the top cell number. So I'm counting all of the things to find my number. Head full of hair. And everybody's looking. Just looking. Like, who that? You can look at me and tell I ain't got no business here. There was murderers, drug addicts, everything. Folk that done real crime was in there. And so when I went in there, went to my cell, and I put my stuff down. I dropped on my knees. I said, oh, my God, Lord, what in the world done happened? I repent. I'm going through so many changes. I said, this don't make no sense. I didn't even know the Spirit had me there on a mission. And I said, Lord, what they going to do to me? They said, don't drop the soap. I need to see if I can find me a boyfriend, but I hope he want a top, not a bottom, because I just can't come and duke all over him. And so I was just trying to find something to make some sense and what to do to take care of myself. Then there's a guy came in and said, hey, what's up? Don't I know you? No. I said, Lord, it's this hair. Because if I had whole hair full of waves, I said, these men ain't seen a woman on how long? It's probably like finger waves. And so I said, I'm in a mess. Help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. And so he said, I know you. I said, no, you don't. You don't know me. Yes, I do. I know you. I said, hell no, you don't know me. Yes, I do. You don't. I ain't want to holler too loud because he was like this. He looked like he had been lifting cars on his spare time. Long story short, the Lord got me up out of there. And I heard when I was leaving out, because I left in the middle of the night and they broke the rules to let me out because everybody was locked down. And they let me out. And I heard somebody say, hey, that dude, he leaving. See, I don't know what they had planned, Oh, but I left out of there booty hole intact. He's a good God. He's a good God. I sure did. All right, so have everybody hit the likes and everything? Like. Okay. All right. All right. What's the Michelle Boyer? Well, you're blocked now. You did not have to be disrespectful when I just asked you a question. Goodbye and good day. Now, y'all know how Kendall is, he petty. So speak in full sentences. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Y'all ready? All hearts and minds are clear. Have you hit the like? Make sure you hit the like. All right. I gave y'all a little bit of comedy in Jeremy. I hope you enjoyed that. Vonda, that's a good one. Yeah, because thank you, Jesus. Whew, I don't even want to think about what could have happened. Please, oh, that's probably a troll. There ain't no way in the world that nice woman in that picture is talking like that. Okay, she's gone now. Well, you have a nice life. Goodbye. Yep, you blocked. Good and blocked. Facebook be just on one. Okay, now, this that I'm going to be saying to you guys, you probably haven't heard it before. If I am your personal prophet, your coach, your all of that, you have. But you're going to hear it in a different way. Whenever we come out of behind that paywall and I come out here and talk about something, it's like I get this special grace to make it simple. So this is going to be good. Somebody, I don't know what to say now, Larry. What you mean? Someone said I need oxygen. They ain't showing the lights because of whiteness. I'm about to tell you all about it. We said that was sweet the way you handled that. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so listen. What I'm about to share, I need for you guys to parrot it, please. We have got to upgrade our community. I'm talking about the black people in the chat. We have got to get real clear on what the whole hell in the heaven is happening out here on these streets. Okay, so what is whiteness? Put that in the chat. What is whiteness? What is whiteness? What is whiteness? I'm going to give you 4 things that whiteness is, and then I'm going to lightweight explain them. Number 1, whiteness is a system and not a skin tone. It's a system. Number 2, whiteness is a colonizing consciousness. That's the second thing. Whiteness is a global tool of hierarchy. Last one, number 4, whiteness is the spirit of erasure and theft. Now, I want you to get these 4 things in your head, and I want you to marry them to your understanding of whiteness. Number 1, it's not white skin. It's not biology. It's ideology. You see what happened when I come in and start talking to them? They get real clear. Whiteness is not a skin color. It is a socio-political invention created to dominate, divide, and erase. Let me look in the chat and see if y'all listening to what I'm saying. Okay, I see you feel it, so y'all listening. Okay, got it. Are we clear? Are we clear so far? Whiteness is a socio-political invention created to dominate, divide, and erase. Whiteness is not rooted in biology, but in ideology. It's rooted in power. It's rooted in privilege. It's rooted in positioning. Now, see, this is where people begin to look at every white-skinned person as someone bearing the sickness, the infection called whiteness. But not all white-skinned people have been poisoned or still actively poisoned and infected with whiteness. The reality is all skin tones in America have been infected by whiteness. But when you see white skin, you should not automatically think whiteness. But I am going to say something to black people I haven't said before. When you see white skin, you should always stop, think, and become cautious and become very clear. I've never said that before. But I'm saying it now. As a black-skinned person, you cannot automatically trust white-skinned people. You must stop and think and inspect and get very clear and see, are they free of the infection? And how clear and how healed and delivered they are from whiteness. Because they have, if they got white skin, they were raised with the privilege of having that white skin. And remember, whiteness is power, privilege, and positioning. So if they have the white skin, they were raised with the privilege. So if they're not aware of that privilege, you're dealing with somebody that is more than likely a racist by default. Now, I don't know how you feel about what I've already said, but what I'm telling you is what I've learned and what I've observed. So it's socio-political, whiteness is, and we can't automatically make white skin whiteness. We got to see the difference. Now, whiteness is the invention of white skin people. Are you hearing me? It was created so that white skinned people could dominate, so that they could divide the power amongst themselves and erase the first human, which is the black man. And I want everybody to understand that and get very clear about that. Get very clear about that right now. See, about 60, some say 70 years ago, when the first civilization rose up, likened unto the Homo sapiens that we are today, because we evolved into this. And that happened about 300,000 years ago. But about 70,000 years ago, on the continent Africa, there was a group, a small group of Africans that migrated off of the continent and they went northeast. They went into what we call now Europe. And because they moved in that different environment and more groups began to migrate north and explore, they got further away from the equator. They got further away from where the sun was dominant. One of the meanings of the name of Al-Kibon, which is the proper name, it's still Arab, of the older name of Africa, is the place where the sun shines hot. So when they begin to move north, these Africans, same skin complexion we had, but as they move north, they moved into areas where there's less sunlight. Even today, those areas, especially London, I can't stand to even go, although I like London, but I don't like it because the sun don't always be out. There was less and less sunlight, which their skin, over thousands of years of evolution, their skin began to absorb more vitamin D from the sunlight. And that led to the gradual lightening of the skin pigmentation. The reason why a lot of times brown-skinned people vitamin D is so low is because we do not absorb the sunlight through our skin the way that white people absorb the light through their skin. We actually have a protection that blocks the sun's light. Our melanin is that. But as the small group and other small groups moved forward, their skin became light. Let me tell you something. All humans are 99.9% the exact same. All humans. All humans have melanin. We just have more because we are first. We are the original. We are not the copy. We are not the evolution. White people are the evolution from the original human. We are as God created us and then placed us in Africa where the Garden of Eden was. Don't let them tell you about no Middle East. That's all made up just not long ago. It's Northern Africa. And they just built that Suez Canal to divide it from Africa. And what the hell is it the middle of? It's not the Middle East. Really, it's just the name they made up. But anyway, so that is the way we white-skinned people end up with that pigmentation. They are not a separate race. White people are not a separate race. All humans, 99.9%, we are the same. Race as a race, the word race and the idea of race is a biological category made up by men. It's a social construct. White people, the term white people is an invention that was done around about 14, 15, it took centuries to do this, but around the 14th, 15th century, some say 16th century, is when this whole white people term became a thing. But it was invented for the purpose of creating a hierarchy. And they wanted the white to be right and brown and black to be wrong. And that is where whiteness began to be birthed, to where whiteness becomes right and everything outside, first of all, white becomes right and everything outside of white is wrong. And out of the white skin or the creation of white people came whiteness, which is a socio-political invention created to dominate, divide, and erase the original people. Because the white-skinned people begin to feel less than the melanated people on the continent of Africa about 70 years ago when they left. As time, thousands of years went on, they began to change their mutation, because that's what they began to call it, some people back then. They began to make their mutation what is right and called it white, and the black and brown, they made it wrong and less than. So the idea, the ideology, not biology, whiteness began to be acquiesced to, because then that made white right and everything else wrong. And the world since then was shaped by white theology, white doctrine, white ways, white thought. Are you hearing me? Whiteness and white people soon realized, look, we don't have a culture. So one of the spirits inside of whiteness is to steal. And they began to steal from the other cultures. They told them they were less than, even if they found them as queens and kings. They now have a new tool given by the Pope through the doctrine of discovery and all of the writings surrounding that. I can't say the other word, the Latin word for that. And this Pope said, when you go to these places and find these black and browns, make sure you make them Christian. And when they become Christian, at that moment you tell them that they have been saved. Are you hearing me? That they have been found. They told them they were lost and they was already in existence. That sounds like Christianity, don't it? And that's what happened. They need to be saved. You are lost because you ain't white, and white is right, and brown is wrong. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And they begin to program the mindset. Y'all, I'm telling you the truth. Ain't nothing I'm saying is a lie. Because whiteness has to stay in the seat of power. Whiteness has to be superior to everybody. This is where we get the term white supremacy and white superiority. And they made white the norm when it was black, brown, when that was the norm. Did y'all? This happened many years ago. This is why this is what is happening in our country. When I look at it, I'm like, that's why these black people got white talking points. That's why black tears are being cried for white oppressors getting killed. This has been done thousands of years ago, passed down to keep white in power. This started well before us. And they want to reinstate that power in America because in their quest to become a world power, lying to the world saying, come here to be free, when it was not built on the freedom of no one except white people. Come here to be free and to get ahead. You come to America, you get a job, and you can become great and send it back home to your people. Marketing, superior. Chef's kiss, superior. Excellent marketing. And then they married it to a belief system now, and they whitewashed the sacred book of the African Christians in Ethiopia, and they created their own Bible, got the Pope to sign off for it, and then they left Europe and went into the Americas that was already inhabited by Africans. That's what we call the indigenous people. I know in your mind, when you say Native Americans, you think the hybrid that the white man made through the mixing of the Africans and the others. We were never the others. They were the others because we are the original. So when you start understanding these truths, you're going to start seeing things the way that they are. Number one, whiteness is a system. Number two, colonizing consciousness. This is the problem that we're dealing with now with these black pastors, with these white talking points, and saying how, I heard one of them say that Charlie Kirk was a man of God that was preaching the gospel. I said, wow, wow, and wow. And those of us outside of that colonized consciousness, we're looking at that like, what the hell wrong with y'all? And let me tell you, it's so strong that you watch what they're saying with so much conviction and white tears. You say, okay, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with my mind? Ain't nothing wrong with you. Ain't a thing wrong with you. It's the colonization of the consciousness that has happened. Because whiteness functions as a programmed mindset. It's a program, like a program you put on your computer. Whiteness is that. Whiteness functions as a programmed mindset, and it deems itself, oh my God. Whiteness deems itself as the norm, making everything else other or less than or dangerous or exotic. Now we get into the making fetishes out of our blackness. Everything else is less, or is dangerous, or it's the devil, it's demonic, or it's exotic. Do you know the white man fetishizes our blackness and wants to be us? Oh Lord, I knew I would have to say some stuff. This is why, part of the reason why white-skinned people run to the sun to get what? As black as they can, as brown as they can. Because at the root of whiteness is inferiority. Because they know they are the other. But the programming and the work that they have done, where black people trust white doctors with their black bodies, and when they get a black doctor, they feel like that doctor don't know and ask them a lot of questions. You've been tricked, because the smartest people on the earth statistically are black and browns. Oh my God. Here I go. So number one, a system. Number two, colonized consciousness. It's a colonized consciousness. And number three, a global tool of hierarchy. The reason why they had to make white right and superior was to excuse enslaving the world globally. And they done this so that slavery can be winked at, so that they could make religion the supreme of all Christianity. They made white right so that they could legally steal the culture of black and browns. They made white right and a global tool of colonization, so that they could erase indigenous knowledge systems, those that were brought over from Africa. First of all, those that were discovered in Africa by the Europeans, because they got African Christianity from us. And then in the transatlantic slave, when they came over here to the Americas, those slaves and the Africans or indigenous people already in the Americas, they begin to demonize indigenous knowledge systems. That's why when y'all hear me say African spirituality, oh, that's the devil. Oh my God. You don't know that it's Christianity that's the devil. It's quiet in this house. Christianity just stole Christ's name, but Christianity is void of Christ. Just look at what has happened. The only way that Charlie Kirk can be a prophet, a man of God, or like somebody else said, if he was alive during Jesus' time, he would have been the 13th disciple. I couldn't believe that was said. That's the only way something like that can be said, is because the faith doesn't have Christ in it. It just hijacked his name. And there's a Jesus Christ that they talk about, but that's the mascot of that Christianity Incorporated that is a business. But then there is Christianity in this original form that has way less whiteness infection. And that was birthed in Africa. So, last thing that whiteness is, then I'm going to get into blackness. Whiteness has a spirit of erase and steal in it. Erase and steal. White-skinned people don't know why they love power. White-skinned people don't know why they feel okay taking our music, taking our riffs and runs, taking what it is that we do, and then making it theirs and making them the standard. You make it, we play it on stations where you can't get paid, give it to our white artists to copy you, they sing it, and we put it on all of the popular stations, and they make millions of dollars from the radio. Whiteness erases and it steals. Are you hearing me? Now, white women are wearing black women hairstyles. White women are going to the doctor to get an ass because they can't grow hair. You get what I'm saying? So this is what whiteness does. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It rewrites history to serve itself. It whitewashed Jesus, got rid of the brown, Palestinian, Afro-Asiatic Jesus, and they created another whole Jesus that don't even align with the historical image of Jesus that even right now in the Roman Catholic Church, they have there, oh my God, black Jesus. They erased and steal. They took our spirituality, demonized it. Why are y'all looking up at them stars and telling the way that you're supposed to plant? I remember them telling us that how the Indians, they totally erased the black African out of the history in America. But the Native Americans, who was just a little bit redder skinned than the white man, taught them how to grow crops. There's some truth to that. Because we are people of the sun, we're people of the land, we're people of the water. So we have the technology to evolve. When white got invented and whiteness began to come into play, they, after getting taught our way, made it theirs. So many things that were invented by us. They talk about Socrates, but they don't talk about Ahotep, where the knowledge really came from, out of Egypt. I think that's where he was. What y'all hear quoted from Shakespeare and all this stuff was done by black people eons before. And the people that they deified, like Albert Einstein, these are people who were of a lighter skin and they made them historical. But it started with us. This is the work of whiteness, erasure and theft. Made our spirituality evil because they couldn't control it. When they would come in, come on Haiti, try to take over, you had the queen who activated her intercessors. And they began to make noises. And stuff began to happen and confusion went into their camp and they began to kill each other. So then they began to mute the mouth of the woman that activated her intercessors, and they're still doing it today. Because the black woman and feminine energy is the strongest creative power in the universe. God made the world with the woman. The scripture tells you that wisdom, the world was framed by wisdom. Wisdom is feminine. God can't create, God can't do without divine feminine. And when they saw these African women that connected with nature and the power and the wind and the fire, and they could make noise and move their body in a certain way, and then ambushments will happen and their soldiers and will go crazy and spear each other. So we got to make that wrong. Let's take that. We're going to use it in our banking. Come on, J.P. Morgan. We're going to use it in our banking, their knowledge about the stars. J.P. Morgan said, Chase Bank, he said, millionaires don't pay attention to the heavens and to the stars and astrology, but billionaires do. So they took our technology and they put it behind these white walls. And outside the white walls, they tell everybody, that's wrong because it's powerful. You cannot control a black person that is practicing African spirituality. You can't do it. If that black person is practicing Christianity, you can. They repackaged black genius as Western invention. Oh, I'm really telling you about whiteness and I'm being kind, but I understand. And I'm very clear. And you're going to walk away from here very clear. All right? So whiteness is an oppressive system built to dominate, built to erase, built to redefine others in its own image. It is a counterfeit consciousness. It's a parasite of power. Whiteness is parasitic. And it leeches and latches upon the black and brown, black genius, brown innovation. And they whitewash it and say, we made it. Are y'all hearing me? Mm-hmm. I want everybody to breathe. Just breathe a little bit. And those of you that are white, I want you to know you can separate yourself from whiteness. You can. You do it through decolonization. You do it through awareness. You've got to embrace the truth. The truth is black. And you got to embrace the truth over your supremacy. Because they changed the order. The order is black, then white. It's not white, then black. You can't get black out of white. You only can get white out of black. And history, science, the study of genes tell you that all humans come out of black. Or you're from the continent of Africa. Africa is in you, but you got to get past your white skin down to your black soul. Oh my God. Oh, this is, I can talk on this for a woolly for time, You can. I'm looking in the chat, see what y'all saying. I love all of this. Wow, so true. My eye began to open 10 years ago. All right. I love this. I love this. Thank you for staying tuned in. Hit like, hit share. And a little bit, I'm going to ask for your $8.18 because it's $9.18. It's September 9, 18th day. We're going to do that in a little bit. Okay? So let's look at blackness. Are y'all ready to talk about blackness? The blackness. The blackness. Keep on. Keep on. I love that song. Ooh. Okay, Crystal Williams says, I believe there are whites that want to be deconstructed, but they are afraid because they have to pay a high price. I agree. It's a high price. And in order for a white person to fully decolonize and deconstruct, they have to do it under a black hand. Because let me explain something. Now, we got work we got to do in our community. They got white conscious people who are waking up. They got to do work in their community. But in order for that white person to be fully, truly delivered, they're going to have to get up under a black hand for that last test to be sure that they are clear of whiteness. It's a test. And many of them don't pass. Okay? All right, so let's start talking about blackness. Let's see what y'all saying in the chat. Can y'all teach this? Is anybody here? Do you feel like you can teach this? So I want you to watch this over and over and study. Right. I love that you know that, Oren. And I'm going off the dome. So if I say anything that you know, now don't test me now, that you know I'm not right on, just tell me because I'm going off the dome. If I say a year or something and I'm a number off, because I can't do that, because I'm going off the dome piece. All right, you said I'm clear. Shamako, you in here? Because you got to be able to teach it. Yes, I feel like I can teach this. I'm taking great. Oh, yeah, you take good notes. Yes, you got to be able to teach it. Is Mako in here? He was like, oh, I watched, and he be doing 1,000 things, and he missed everything. I said, you hear what the woman said? Huh? What happened? I said, you weren't watching. Oh, my God, we're so different when it comes to that. You taking notes? Okay, great. All right, I could teach this. Wow, absolutely good. Okay, Mako said here. Mako, you going to teach it? Dr. Kim, you got to teach it. And you walking around here with sister locks. That's straight out of Africa. You got to be able to teach it. All right. Let me see, Oren, I'm telling you, this is like the theory of genetic mutation that Dr. Francis Cress Welsing spoke of in the ISIS papers. Ooh. Oh, you're giving me some literature. I ain't never read that. Okay, got all the books. This was my major in college. Oh, it needs to be taught to all. Love that. Love that. I talk and teach this to my children and others all day. Great. Now, I want y'all to be real bold and start doing some lives and some posts, because we got to get the black mind back. It's infected with whiteness. It's a sad thing to see. Okay, so let's get into blackness. Not knowing that black is cosmic, chemical, metaphysical, sacred, mystical, spiritual, divine encoding, ancestral technology, and not knowing that blackness is the cradle of all mankind is the result of whiteness. Whiteness is many things, but in this context, it's a manufactured ideology that separates all mankind from their divine normal called black. Whiteness removed creation from its black roots. Black roots, African roots, grow humans. Whiteness grows soulless people. I don't know if y'all heard me. Thank you for this articulation. Whiteness literally ripped humanity from its mother named Africa. A serious, amazing divide and conquer. I think one of my missions is to rip collective consciousness out of the grasp of whiteness and unite everybody and fight. But before we can do that, we got to get our mind black. We got to get our soul black. Because black is the beginning. Black is humane. Black is the origin. White is not. White can't be first, or mankind is in a twisted state. Black was first and still is first. Whiteness is the disruption of humanity. Whew. Black is the correction. Where blackness begins and is embraced, humanity returns. Are y'all hearing me? Blackness isn't just skin color or skin tone or hue or hair texture or lip size or the size of thighs and hips. It ain't just that. Black is a cultural stance. Black is a cultural stance. Where are you standing in the culture right now as it relates to what's happening in the culture? What's your stance? Either it's black or it's wrong. Why? Because black is humane. Black is human. Black is a cultural stance. Black is a historical stance. That's why whiteness want to erase history. Blackness unearthed history, because that's where we find roots. Black is spiritual. There's a white spirituality that isn't spirituality at all. Anything that's authentically spiritual is authentically black. Everything black is spiritual. Black is an energy. You ever met somebody with black skin, but they don't feel like no black woman, don't feel like a black man? That's whiteness work. Black is an energy. Black is a political stance. What you vote, what you identify. When I hear somebody say, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, when I hear somebody that says, them Democrats or them Republicans, I know they aren't black. Black is a political stance for humanity. And the left or the right in America cares nothing about humanity. Hence, Israel can kill children. 250 lawmakers, state lawmakers, days ago, went to Israel, united with Israel. 38 states represented in that 250 coming back to America to make any conversation negative about Israel a punishable crime. Are you hearing me? Israel is a white invention. Rothschilds, America, and Europe came together and created white Jews, a state for white Jews. Not the black ones, the white ones. Not the original black ones, but the white ones. And USA, the West, made it a doctrine and a theology. And they went. 250 state lawmakers to Israel. 38 of them now making it a punishable crime to say anything negative about Israel. You know about Project 2025, you found out too late. You know about Agenda 47, you found out too late. But many of you don't know about Project Esther, which is surveillance, watching you, and also controlling free speech. It's on the way, it's already here. You're going to know it's here by this time in 2026, and everybody's going to know by this time in 2027. Black is solidarity against anti-blackness. Black is solidarity against colonization and every form of oppression. See, with that being said, we understand that you can have white skin and be black energetically. I know that bothers a lot of black-skinned people who are prejudiced. We're not racist. So whoever says that at that moment, you know, you don't have no books. You're allergic to books. The moment I hear somebody say about black people are racist, I said, oh, you allergic to books. You tell knowledge no. What is wrong with you? What is wrong? So if you are against oppression, the right side of politics, right side of the culture and history, embracing spirituality that's beyond any religion, standing with the black people against anti-black, baby, you black, your skin just white. If you stand with and advocate for blackness in every way, then you're as black as me energetically. Now, there is a black that whiteness has created. It disrupts your black roots and disconnects you from your humanity. You end up with black skin but a white soul. You black skin deep, but your soul has been bleached. Don't be that kind of black. I want you to be Martin Luther, Marcus Garvey, Patrice Lumumba, Kwame Nkrumah, Gaddafi, Du Bois, Ibrahim Traoré, Thomas Sankara, Malcolm X black. I need for you to be black like that. Blackness is the only thing that is human. Whiteness is inhumane. Whiteness is isolated. It wants to be global. We can say it is a global tool, but in this room right now, there is no whiteness. So whiteness is not global. But in this room is blackness. Blackness is global because it's wherever humans are that have embraced humanity and resist oppression and the oppressor. So this isn't black-skinned people against white-skinned people. It's blacks, even those with white skin, against racist whites. That's what the battle is. And I need for you to understand that people without our skin color can identify as black if they are united with us in all that is black. Because black identification, blackness transcends a skin hue. Are y'all hearing me? There's more I want to say, but I think that's enough. Did y'all enjoy? You got your $9.18? You better. I want you to go to the mbnnetwork.org. 10% of what you send is going straight to Ghana to help Africans. The mbnnetwork.org, $9.18. Let me know in the chat when you've given it. Venmo @MBN Network. Over there on the right. On the left, that goes to me personally. On the right there, the mbnnetwork.org, Venmo @MBN Network, Zelle info@thembnnetwork.org. Click donate if you're on the site, the mbnnetwork.org. Cash out $MBN Network. Come on, support us. Text the word give to 404-800-4530. Or go to PushPay. If you download the MBN Network app or the Financial Wellness app or the Larry Live app, you can click donate and all of that works. Pushpay.com/G/the MBN Network. If you give through that link, it keeps the record of your giving. Anyone that does over $50-something, I said $9.18, so you may want to put a 5 in front of it. If you do that, make sure your phone number is in the memo section. You're going to get a call, and it possibly could be from me, but you're going to get a call, and we're going to pray with you, give you the prophetic word, and thank you for your donation. So everybody can do $9.18, but anybody that does over $59.18, you're going to receive a call from one of our prophets, but you got to put your phone number in the memo section. Then behind it, put LRL. I want you to have that experience with black prophets, for them to talk with you and give you the prophetic word. All right? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Somebody say, is the broadcast over? I don't know. I don't understand. How old are you, baby? Oh, you're a little older. I'm going to be nice to you. No, we are live. It should say LIVE on your screen. If it says LIVE, it means what it say. All right? All right, so I need for you guys to hit donate right now. I'm going to watch. And put in the chat if you've done 9.18 or if you did more than that. And make sure you put in the memo section your phone number if you do over 59.18. Okay? You said your screen went black, baby. It did? Did the screen go black in there? Okay, that must be user error. All right. Dr. Betty Shabazz, Ida B. Wells, Mother Clark Titt, Dr. Coletta Scott King, Nikki Giovanni, Dr. Maya Angelou. Black. I know that's right. You got name in. Thank you for doing that. Give that balance. You donated, Lena? Thank you, Lena. Thank you. man, this was good. We could have went another hour. 9:18 so. Thank you, Ever Evolving Mike. Oh, Cheryl Wheaton, great. One of the prophets are going to call you. Make sure in the memo section you put your phone number. If you didn't, screenshot your donation, email it to donations@thembnnetwork.org. Ooh, Nina Simone Black. I was listening to Strange Fruit the other day with tears rolling down my eyes after I heard about the lynching of that young black man in Mississippi. It's still going on. You need to listen to Strange Fruit because it's talking about we were hung from the trees, and usually fruit grows in trees that we eat, and it's very, very gruesome that they hung us in the trees like a strange fruit and ate us. They don't tell that part. That them nasty ass motherfuckers, they sat there and ate our skin. You as nasty as hell. Thank you, DST Capricorn 88. Listen, you need to close out your week with prayer with me tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. We pray from Tuesday through Fridays for the rest of September. Toya, thank you. Did you enjoy? Yeah, there were 2 lynchings. There were. About 100 miles, 96 miles apart. Colette Brown done 9:18. Thank you so very much. Yeah. Tap into Born in Blackness and Other Works of Howard French. Thank y'all for putting these books in there. But hell, listen to me. This is the book of Larry Reid. Yes, they barbecued us. They did. Wow, Larry, I was just watching Touched by an Angel, and they did a Billie Holiday tribute. Great. I love you too, Tangi. I don't see enough people talking about they done 9:18. After all of this I done did. And don't be lying in the chat neither. To have the biggest impact while demanding national change is for all of us to leave permanently. I almost jumped up out this thing. This country will collapse in 30 days. ChatGPT, I done a thing with ChatGPT and it said how it could crash the economy in 30 days if black people left. We are America, and they're trying to make it white. That is whiteness work because they want to be the main thing, but they don't have a culture. It's almost like they're made in a lab. They don't have no soul, they only can leech from us and assimilate, and that makes them a great white hope. You see. Oh yeah, I love this song. Mississippi Goddamn. That's the name of it. It's not just goddamn. She said, oh, you said the goddamn song. It's called Mississippi Goddamn. You can feel her anguish in that. That was a prophet. I know y'all don't believe that because she was a lesbian, but she was a prophet. Miss LaShonda, 19. Oh, thank you. You didn't just do the 9:18 we asked. You blessed us. Thank you so much. Larry, you need to listen to Dr. James Cone on Strange Fruits. Okay, email me that. Haven't heard it. Thank you, Lashika. And we give to Larry's personal cash app. No, give to the ministry so you can receive a phone call. If you give to me, I'm not calling you. It's too many of you guys. On the left is me. On the right is the ministry. That's where the prophets are called. But it has to be, you have to put a 5 in front of your 9:18 at least. I said 9 a.m. I meant 8 a.m. Did I say 9 a.m.? Prayers, I said 9 a.m. Prayers 8 a.m. I didn't hear myself say that neither. That's Mako saying that. You might have to check him. All right. Thank you, Crystal. 1919 Taruma. That's to me. And 6919 King Sight. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Salista Dunn. She followed you with 6918. Y'all must really enjoy this. Linda Pro 918. Thank you. Alice Ward, them 5918. So one of the prophets are going to call you. Yes, yes, yes. I'm just tuned in, but I done my 918. Look at that. That means you love the platform. Baby, you got to go back and listen to this. And get, but you ain't, now the whole first 30 minutes was stand-up comedy, I think. Then we got into this here. Thank you, Latina. Yes, they did. Can you do the giving information again? I will right now. Okay, 9:18. But then I want you to go sign up to patreon.com/Larry Reid Live and come on over and meet me in the morning. We pray in Patreon Tuesday through Friday. Tuesday through Friday. You can do Cash App, $MBN Network. Over on the left, that goes straight to me. On the right is where the prophet's called, okay? All right, let me get back to the comment section. Isn't it strange that Jesus was hung on a tree? It's not strange because they've always hung black men. Christ Jesus was a Palestinian Afro-Asiatic Jew. And see, Afro-Asiatic comes, remember I said how they created the Suez Canal, they blocked off the Middle East. The Middle East became between Africa and Asia and near Europe and stuff. Jesus' whole life was in that whole area. If you study and you read all the Gnostic Gospels and you go all the way to the Ethiopian Coptic Bible, which is the original writings that they raked and whitewashed and created, the King James, you will see how, you know how Jesus spent time in other places like India and Asia. He did. And that's where he began to learn about the Christ consciousness and the power within the soul. When he rose, he told Mary Magdalene that sin does not exist. The only sin that exists, and the only sin there is to ignore your own inner power. That's the 5th chapter of Mary Magdalene. But so you don't have those books because they took it out of the King James. They kept the books that made you give your power over to the church, and there's God out there you gotta beg like you would your master. That's a whole twist on African Christianity and spirituality. We know the divine is in us, and we speak. When we pray, we're not begging nobody. We're sending an arsenal of articulations that are apostolic and prophetic in spirit and in ability and changing the situation. We don't beg and ask nothing because God is us. Are you hearing me? Oh, I did. That can happen. Nina Simone's mom was a preacher. You hear it clearly in Mississippi, goddamn, and Cinnamon. Okay. Thank you so much, Julie. You done a Taruma instead of to the ministry. Thank you. Tisha, thank you. Brenda Brooks, thank you. Kimberly Bills, you gave to the ministry and to me a Taruma. Thank you. Thank you so very much for that. Sounds like Candace Owen. Oh, you're talking about black skin, white soul. I think she's going through a process. We may look up in 3 years and she's on the right side of history. Wow. Those messages from Reverend Howard John Wesley of Alfred Street Baptist Church in Alexandria went viral. It did. And he's been preaching like that a long time. Did you notice that there has been nearly nothing said about the 5 cops shot yesterday by a white guy in Pennsylvania? I ain't heard it. You just told me something I ain't know. Haven't heard it. I'm surprised Kim ain't said nothing about that. You heard 9 a.m. too? I must have said that. Wow, just send a seed of $50 to the MBN network. I hope you put your phone number in there. I said you do $59.18 and one of the prophets called. You need to do that other $9.18. Screenshot and email it to donations at the MBN network so one of the prophets can call you. But thank you so much, Donald Harrison. Thank you so much, Shay May or Maya. What is that? This teaching is university where I was doing my professor talk one. I enjoyed teaching in a Bible college, but they fired me. Anyway, thank you so much, Gladys Terrell. How you doing? Absolutely. Yeah, these people have been talking good. Compare Jesus' story to Horus. Danger, danger, danger in the chat. Thank you, Prophet Calvin. I was in the kitchen fixing Mom's plate. Okay. Yes, we are. Thank you, Vonda. Yeah, the gospel. Nothing on the news about it. Thank you, Mitchell Lynch. Bishop wouldn't praise Charlie, I bet. You get it, Shanta Turner, don't you? It is dangerous, but it's my lot. Serving a warrant on a farm for a guy stalking his ex. The guy took out 3 and seriously injured 2. Wow. Whoa. Did you hear Clarence? He's a white man. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's a white man. Reverend Jeremiah Wright. Yeah, he's black. Good and black. It's probably one of the main issues I have with Obama. Thank you, Betty Cox. What's up, Glenna? You became a member for a month. Thank you. Larry, how do you think America will look if all blacks leave? It will be white as snow, with no soul and no culture. It will be a whole mess. All right, anybody got a question before I leave? I've been up here for 1 hour and 46 minutes. I might well get another 5 minutes. Any questions? All right, I understand. I'm ready to go too. All right, so I want you guys to remember that we must let our black light shine and show up black in your political identity, show up black in your cultural contributions, show up black in your spiritual and ancestral connections, and your conjure like a black woman. Show up black when you talk about the history. Tell the truth, not the whitewash. Begin to connect with those of the diaspora, meaning those that are the descendants of enslaved people. I want you to do that. Create black safe zones here in America, because all of us can't leave or don't want to leave. So remember this. That from this day forward, everyone who listened to me teach and talk about this, you're going to start remembering. What do you mean, Larry? Your blood know who you are. The blood of the ancestor that's in you. You're going to start remembering who you are. And that's going to be a key to you getting delivered from the whiteness infection. Be black, and be black for real. Be black like that.
There is a black that whiteness makes. Black-skinned people with white souls. I'm a different kind of Malcolm X, Kwame Nkrumah, Patrice Lumumba, Marcus Garvey, and Gaddafi black. I'm black like that.
Complicated, underrated, culture rich but confiscated, story sacred, I'm mislocated, truth debated, but I'm still the top creative. Wanna be black like that, never seen a soul like that, making their pockets fat, we about to take the power back. Gonna be black like that, keeping the soul intact, breaking the systems back, and taking our stories back. Black energy, whiteness enemy. If it is. You've been given out.
came out the field and went to build, and what we are made for stars. You can't kill what you ain't building. Watch how we get up from here.
There is a black that whiteness makes. Black skinned people with white souls. I'm a different kind of black. I'm Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Kwame Nkrumah, Patrice Lumumba, Marcus Garvey, and Gaddafi black. I'm black like that.
Melanated, complicated, underrated, culture rich but confiscated, story sacred, I'm mislocated, truth evaded, but I'm still the top creative. Wanna be black like that, never seen a soul like that, making their pockets fat, we about to take the power back. Gonna be black like that, keeping the soul intact, breaking the systems back, and taking our stories back. Black energy, whiteness enemy. If it isn't me, then why they envy me? It's gotta be the way I sway, maybe it's the way I pray. How in the world I say, welcome to a brand new day.
I am black, beautiful, proud. I must be respected.
Yes, I'm black, I'm proud of it, I'm black and beautiful.
Welcome to a brand new day. Whoa, wanna be black like that, never seen a soul like that, making their pockets fat, we about to take the power back. Gonna be black like that, keeping the soul intact, breaking the systems back, and taking our stories back. Melanated, complicated, underrated, but I'm still the top creative. Wanna be black like that, wanna be black like that, wanna be black like that, we about to take the power back. Gonna be black like that, keeping the soul intact, breaking the systems back,